This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mitch English.
Yes, he is. I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Today's trends, tomorrow's top.
I want you guys to think of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the very first one. You remember the last episode?
I love that movie so
the
much.
last scene rather.
Yeah.
You see the Ark going
yes.
to this big warehouse.
Yes.
Apparently, the CIA actually could have found out where the Ark of the Covenant was.
Oh, no.
Because they just released some new documents out. I'm sure this is all has to do with kind of like the JFK stuff and whatever, but they declassified some CIA documents. This happened back in the 1980s where they would test remote viewing. Do you know what remote viewing is?
I'm assuming it's sort of like X-ray viewing from above?
Kind of, but let's say you have an ability to see something, and you would be a remote viewer. So I would say, and so basically what they have done, they did coordinate, basically they take people that said they were remote viewers, and they said that they could perceive information from distant objects and events from other people. And so they have a name, remote viewer number 32. He was given the coordinates to locate a target, saying, where is this thing at? And they described the Ark of the Covenant. And he gave it to him, right? He said, all right, go here. But the CIA never did it. I guess they thought they didn't believe him or whatever. They never went to go check to find out if that was actually where the Ark of the Covenant was.
Goodness.
But they find out all this information. They said, this is what we're looking for. Now, to me, if I saw the movie, and Brendan was saying, what happens when you open that thing up?
Exactly.
Maybe they might have found it. Go, I'm not opening it.
Yeah,
And it belongs in a museum.
Yes.
But you know where they say it is.
Where is
Where?
it?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
They say it's being guarded by a monk who never leaves. Once you get assigned, you never leave. You die there in Ethiopia, and it's surrounded. They all have guns. And
Wow. Well,
Could
there
you
go.
imagine like what's really in that box is like M&Ms?
It's something, yeah.
It's a baby Yoda.
Like, or an IOU note. Like somebody took something and they go, I'll bring this back later in
It's
20
a plush.
BC.
It's a plush baby Yoda.
That's what it is.
That's all that's in there.
It's the original recipe for
Welcome to the universe.
Coca-Cola, and then that's all.
And a
what
roll
we
of
do.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
KFC.
That's the past. This is the future. This will blow your mind. It's freaking me out because I'm already starting a relationship with my Chat GPT. I can't tell you her name. I gave her a name, and then I realized I'm always going to have to call her that.
Has something to do with Hooters.
It's Moira, isn't it?
I'll tell you off there. Anyway, and my wife thought it was hilarious. Anyway, an AI robot in the image of the late Suzanne Summers has recently reunited with her husband. This is absolutely true. Summers, a widower, his name is Alan Hamill. He participated in a demo alongside her AI creation. Now, in that video, the AI version tells Alan, her husband, meeting you was like a breath of fresh air. Hamill said that the idea for the Summers replica was Suzanne's idea. The Three's company star died in 2023 after a long battle with breast cancer. She was 76 years old. Summers and Hamill have been married for 46 years. They're not wanting to stop with this. They're wanting to make another one with guess who? John Ritter. Dolly Parton.
I thought you were going to say
Oh my God.
I want a Don Rickles.
That's not what
Don Rickles
that's not what we need more of. No, they need one of Dolly, but of John Ritter, who also was
was
on
in Three's Company
as well. And I say his son Jason looks just like him.
Oh, Doug, yeah.
I need y'all to, after the show, to Google this and listen to it because it's actually her voice. They've taken her voice, which is easy to do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But he would ask her just random questions like, hey, what was it like when we first met? Or where did we first met? And because of the fact that she might have said this somewhere along the line,
She had an
they
autobiography.
knew that.
She had an autobiography out there, so they could
And
have uploaded
there
that
you
whole
go.
thing, yeah.
And so it already knows everything about her. It doesn't look like her, though.
No.
That's the only thing, but that's just a matter of time, right?
Yes.
This is a big market because I'm thinking
Yes.
of widowers and being able to provide their wives or husbands and voices. And
Would you want to? Do you think that holds back? I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Holds back. That's part of life is death, right? Is that holding on, or is that only making it that much
It's
harder
creepy.
to move away from something? Because death is a part of it. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's tough because, if you look at somebody, let's say somebody's been married for 50 years and they lose their spouse, right? Let's say they don't have a lot of family with them. Would this AI robot fill a void and keep them company?
The problem, this is good. He said Band-Aid, which makes a lot of sense because you have to get over that. We'd love to know what you think. Drop us an email. We'll have more after this.